everybody, welcome to what is going to be called May follow-ups and favorites, because I have some products I want to talk about and give you an update on and walk you through my favorites from this month. But first, let's start with a little housekeeping. Starting June 1st, I'm switching to a summer uploading schedule. So Sundays will remain the same. I'll have my weekly vlogs uploaded every Sunday at noon Central Time, so that's not going to change. But because the kids are home, Jake's leaving, we're traveling a lot this summer, I want to cut back on the amount of videos I do so I have more time to be with the kids. So my regular videos, what I like to say my content videos, where I'm sitting here talking to you, are going to be uploaded twice a week, Tuesday mornings at 6 a.m. Central Time and Friday mornings at 6 a.m. Central Time. Those are going to be my regular ones. Now, I do have a few sponsored videos coming up, and I have some extra things in there that I just can't wait until the fall to tell you about. So I'll throw extra stuff at you, but not on my regularly scheduled days. So I don't want to miss my time with you. So starting June 1st, Sundays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. And then there will be blog posts for all of those on the blog as well. So that's the housekeeping part, a little scheduling update. Let's start with the follow-ups. A lot of you have been asking about how I'm enjoying this big giant thing. This is the Luma RX full body hair removal system, I guess. And I've been using this, I'd say I used it about 3 or 4 times. If you remember, I initially did a video on the smaller version that was more for your face, and it was good. But wow, now there is a big price jump. This is over $400. It might be closer to $500. So this is not an inexpensive thing that you should rush out and buy. But I will be perfectly honest with you. Body hair is an issue I've been dealing with and the embarrassment of having it since I was about 12 years old. So anything that saves me that social anxiety about having to show my legs in public or get in a bathing suit, I feel is well worth the money. This is not going to permanently remove anything, but what it does is seriously reduce the hair. It reduces. I only have to shave my legs, I'd say, once or twice a week. I used to have to shave every day. Sometimes I could shave twice a day. And as far as the bikini line, let's just put it this way. I will be perfectly blunt. It makes it grow back in such a way that it is so fine that when you do shave it away, you can't see the stubble, even on my fair, very white skin. So I feel it was definitely worth the investment, and I'm very glad I have it. And if it's in your budget and it's something you're thinking about and it causes you anxiety to have body hair, I highly recommend it. Want to give you an update on the Guerlain Meteorite setting powder pearls or powder pearls. I wasn't sure how to use them. I figured out a way. This is mostly feedback from you guys. I use the Real Techniques setting brush and I swirl it in towards the bottom of the tin here so that I get the just actual powder product, and I use it to set my under eye concealer. I love it. I feel like it's brightening my under eye. It's so fine. It doesn't set in my fine lines, and my concealer is just, it's rocking. It's on point. At least I think so. So if you have it, that's how I recommend using it. A lot of you also told me that my favorite eyeshadow primer was not gone. It was just repackaged, and I went and looked for it. You were so right, yay! So this is the new version of the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. They've relabeled it. They've called it Photo Focus Eyeshadow Primer, and it's in new packaging that doesn't have the metallic foil letters that rub off on your hand. So, but what's inside the package is most important, and it's exactly the same. So thank you for letting me know. And then a product I featured recently in also in What's New at the Drugstore, which will be a monthly feature, by the way, was the Milani Lip Treatment Oil, I think it's called. And I had mentioned that it's the Moisture Lock. This one's rosehip oil. And I mentioned that I didn't really care for it, but then a lot of you wrote in the comments that I should try it when I sit down to do my makeup, to just put it on my lips and let it set or sink in while I do the rest of my face. You were so right. This is now my favorite. It's amazing. Did a major flip-flop there. I should be a politician. I really like it for that specific use because it does feel weird on the lips when you first put it on, but as I'm doing the rest of the makeup, by the time I get to putting on my lipstick, it's sunken and it's actually dry to the touch. And my lips are not chapped at all, are not dry at all. They've actually never felt better. So thank you for pointing this out. All right, that's it for the follow-ups. Now let's get to the favorites. Let's start with the non-beauty favorites and then end with beauty products, everybody's favorite thing. So non-beauty. This is, again, a very specific niche. I'm not saying that all of you should go out and shop here, but I had shown that I wrote a blog post. I don't know if you saw that. I'll link it in the description box below about my shopping experience with Luisa Via Roma. I bought these Jimmy Choo shoes. These are the Able patent leather pumps. I have other Jimmy Choo Able pumps in other colors, but I recently purchased these on Luisa Via Roma, which was an interesting experience, and I'm telling this to a specific audience. So if you are looking for luxury shopping online, if that's something you do regularly or want to do, I highly recommend checking out that website. This is not sponsored, because it's the same prices as in the States, but because it's overseas, they pay for shipping and tax, you don't. So you save about, depending on how much you're spending, you save quite a bit of money because you're not paying the tax. So these shoes were the same price. I checked on Nordstrom's website, I checked it on Neiman Marcus's website, but because I didn't pay for tax, I saved a good chunk of money, and it got here in like 2 or 3 days from Italy. So instant gratification and cheaper. So if you're looking for luxury stuff, highly recommend that website. This is also a bit of a follow-up, but this was the bag I got as my not Mother's Day present. Michael insisted it was just a present, whatever. This is the Rebecca Minkoff Reagan satchel. I have it in the shade Putty, and I could probably do and probably should do an updated what's in my bag, although nothing's really changed. But let me know in the comments below if you're interested in this. So I got this in Putty. I initially wanted it in white, and I'm really glad I didn't get it in white because it's close enough to white that it goes with all the outfits that I would have worn it if it were white. And because it's not white, I can use this bag year round. So it's a very versatile bag. It has a crossbody strap. I'm not going to do a whole review, but I'm really getting into these Rebecca Minkoff bags. So much so that I signed up to get regular mailings from the Rebecca Minkoff website, and I got a little email saying there was a sample sale, and I picked up another bag. I got the Reagan, what is this? I don't know exactly what it's called. It's a micro or a mini moto. I will put the full name of this in the description box. I wanted a pink bag. I've wanted a pink bag for a while. I didn't want to commit to a giant pink bag. So this is girly enough and cute enough that it gives me the pink I'm looking for, but it's not like a baby bubblegum pink. It's kind of a tougher looking pink, and this leather is, I'm beating this up, but this leather is really tough. This is not a precious little bag. I think I like the juxtaposition of kind of the heavier hardware with the girlier color. The only thing I don't love about this is I really wish that these handles were detachable. Not this handle, but this extra crossbody strap. I wish I could not have it, but it doesn't come off. So it's adjustable, but it doesn't come off. But it surprisingly holds a whole lot of stuff in there. So it's a great little bag. Really getting into Rebecca Minkoff. I think this is going to be the beginning of a very long and possibly expensive relationship. All right, last non-beauty favorite, 2 things actually. First is a book series. If you've heard of Charlaine Harris, she wrote she's the author behind the True Blood TV show. It's the Sookie Stackhouse mystery novel, if you are into the print version. She has a series that's relatively new. A sequel came out. It's the Midnight Texas series, and I recently read, I think there are 3 books in the series. I read them all this month. I will list the first one in the description box. I think it's just called Midnight Texas. It's kind of funky, set in Texas. There's some of the supernatural. If you're a fan of Charlaine Harris, you're gonna like the straightforward style of how she writes these too. It's just dovetails quite nicely into the Sookie Stackhouse series, and there's some overlapping characters too as you keep reading. So you get to visit some of your old favorite characters again. So that's pretty neat. And then the last non-beauty favorite is a TV show. I have discovered the TV show Rosewood. I have watched 8 episodes back to back on, not on Hulu, what is it? Oh, just on the Fox channel website, and I'm totally hooked and I'm obsessed. If you like Bones, this is kind of a similar concept, but without all the gore and grossness. So there's that. Okay. Beauty favorites, not a lot. Let's start with what's on my lips. This is the Lipstick Queen Cupid's Bow Lip Crayon in Daphne, or Daphna. And this was recommended to me by a makeup artist at Ulta, and she was dead on right. I balked initially because I thought it was gonna be one of the more expensive Lipstick Queen offerings. You know, they have lipsticks that are $50, which is kind of expensive for a lipstick. But these I think are 21 or 22, so you know, about the same price as all the other lipstick crayons on that side of the store. And I think it's a red pink. It's a little bit unique from the other reds I have. It's very wearable, very creamy and soft on the lips. I love it. And I think it makes my teeth look whiter. and they can always look wider. I drink a lot of coffee. The nail polish that I've been wearing, I think for 2 weeks straight, I'm obsessed. I loved it so much, I went out and bought my own bottle. This is the Orly nail polish in Frolic. It's like a raspberry pink that's great for summer. It's a little brighter than the usual options that you see in the fall. I just love the shade. I love Orly nail polishes almost as much as I love Zoya, but I really love this polish a lot. It's so pretty. Next, this was given to me, and it is expensive, but I'm just sharing what my favorites are, and it's the Rodial Instaglam Illuminating Powder. I showed this in a recent Get Ready With Me video. It looks like nothing special in the pan, but it is I'm wearing it today. It is a lovely highlighter that I think is particularly perfect for the grown-ass woman. If some of the champagne pops or any of the Becca shimmering skin perfectors are just too much, but you still want kind of a cool highlight, this gives you that, let's just say, bangin' highlight. I don't know where that came from, without so much of the impact of the shimmering skin perfector. So it's like a step up in the intensity scale of highlighters. I'd say this is a step above Kevyn Aucoin Celestial Powder and a step below like the Mary Luminizer from the Balm or the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. So I really enjoy it, and it's soft, it's lovely. See, I like it a lot. This is the Dermablend Smooth Liquid Camo Concealer, and I am a huge fan of Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer. I've been using it for years and years and years. Love it. This is basically the same thing, it just lasts that much longer. So I haven't tried it under my eyes, but for blemishes on the face, discoloration, I love it. It's just a typical doe foot applicator. It's a little more, the doe foot applicator is a little bit smaller, so you can get really precise with where you place the concealer. A little goes a long way, and it lasts in the near 100% humidity we've been experiencing here in San Antonio. And then the last thing, I'm looking at it right here, is an eyeshadow combo. This is not something I came up with. I don't know if any of you saw Tati, Glam Life Guru's epic drugstore makeup recommendation video. It's amazing. If you haven't seen it or you're not subscribed to Tati, I will list that in the description box as well. But she was recommending an eyeshadow and an eyeshadow combo, and I've been wearing it like 4 days in a row. It's amazing. So I had to improvise because I don't have everything, but you start with the Maybelline, either the Color Tattoo in the pot or this. It's the bronze one, Bad to the Bronze. If you're using the stick, it's called Bronze Truffle. It's what I have here, just all over the lid and a little bit into the crease. And then you put on top of it the L'Oreal Infallible Shadow in Amber Rush, which is right here, and I have it on my lids. And then I just, with a fluffy brush, put it all the way into the crease and blended it. And then this is the part that I improvised with. I grabbed my favorite matte eyeshadows, the Physicians Formula Classic Nudes, and I just took the lightest of the brown shades and used that to kind of blend out the crease and run it under the eye. And then for my inner corner highlight, I just used the Rodial Instaglam. I just touched my pinky finger in and just got one like that. A little black eyeliner, a little mascara. It's like 3 minutes. You have this, I think, beautiful eye. It's very simple, and because of the layering, it lasts forever. Love, love, love this look. So those are all of my favorites, non-beauty, beauty, and some follow-ups. Remember, new schedule, Sunday, Tuesday, Friday. Don't forget, I don't want to miss you guys. The best way not to miss me is to subscribe. I can't stress that enough. It's like your own little DVR in your computer. As always, thank you so much for watching. We're heading into the summer. It's exciting times. Can't wait to share them with you. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. So that is the final look. A couple things I want to mention. This is going to look different. It does look different from the look I did originally for a number of reasons. One,